Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it.
Cast off line.
Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
Ho there! We're going up.
Sealed. Ready.
Turning on the pipes. And she's rising.
Home at last.
Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down.
The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Fair voyage, sir? All quiet out here. The Empress will be in the pavilion when you're ready. Corvo, she's waiting. You should go see the Empress.
You know what to do next time?
Yeah.
There he is. Good voyage, sir. Sokolov fiddled with the hydraulics, and it runs like a dream now.
Highest water lock in the Empire, they say.
Welcome back, Lord Protector. You were lucky to get away for a bit. The plague is only getting worse here. It's an honor to see you.
Fewer ships moving along the river now, with the plague and all. She's waiting in the pavilion. She says to tell you to come at once. She's ready for you, sir. She's not happy.
Hello, sir. The Spy Master is with her, but she'll want to see you right away. I know she's been worried, Lord Protector. She's in the pavilion, sir. She'll be glad to see that you're back.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion. Good to have you back, sir. I hope it's good news, sir. Things are getting bad.
Corvo, you're back! Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master. Okay, here we go. Did you see any monsters while traveling to the other isles? My nanny says the big ocean's full of them, but I think she only says that to scare me. Run with me! While you were gone, Mother seemed very sad. Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Not here. Not here. Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too.
The Lord Spymaster is with her, but she said to show you right in. She's in the pavilion, sir. Her Majesty will be relieved to know you're back with us. It must have been important for her to send you away, Lord Protector.
Welcome home, Lord Protector.
Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been.
They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid.
A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
She'll see you at once. Good to have you back, sir. I hope it's good news, sir.
You saw my improvements to the waterlock. I must preserve our High Overseer for future generations of the faithful to marvel at. I leave the worst parts of him in shadow, but still. I'm sure the Empress is eager to see you. Eh, Corvo? In this painting, I insult my own genius. See what I'm forced to paint. The High Overseer is no beauty. I do my duty for the realm, but not gladly.
It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith.
High Overseer,
No foreigner can save us from the consequences of our corrupt society. No fancy elixirs either. Remember, to every man his choice, to every man his fate. Say what you will, this plague has brought the faithful to our doors. Remember, to every man his choice, to every man his fate. Say what you will, this plague has brought the faithful to our doors.
What are you doing? I need the bottle to draw the eye away from Campbell. I suppose I can paint him without the cider, though in truth he is always close to the stuff.
No foreigner can save us from the consequences of our corrupt society. No fancy elixirs either. Say what you will, this plague has brought the faithful to our doors.
could gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Yes, of course.
It's been good traveling with you, Corvo. Have you ever met my niece Callista? She's getting more beautiful every year. I'll be happy you're back with the watch. I'm no diplomat. Strange, we saw whales off Whitecliff. It's too early in the year. I hope we're not fools to come back here. The plague's only getting worse.
Hello, my lord. Everything all right, sir? The Empress and young lady Emily will be pleased to have you back, Lord Protector. I had to sleep in the scullery last night. The plague riots shut everything down.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse? Chances are very good.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual. Follow me, Captain. We should leave them alone. Lord Protector, I know the Empress will be delighted to have you back. One shouldn't keep her mother convincing her to send you, you might ask. Don't you have a message to deliver? She still thinks we can help those who have the plague. Preposterous.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Yes, of course.
Corvo, if you won't marry my mother, would you marry me? Mother's going to be happy. She missed you. Everyone seems scared because of the rat plague. I'm glad you're here. Take me with you on a trip one day, please. Did you see any pirates? Later, will you show me that Tivian
It's a
chokehold
fair
like you
wind that
promised?
brings you home to me.
I won't tell Mother.
What news have you brought?
Mother told me that your trip was important. She's been worried.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards! They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here! Emily, get behind me! Look out! Another one! Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away!
Corvo! It's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you. You're such a choffer.
I don't belong here. I never did nothing. She lied.
The Empress abducted her daughter, Emily.
I shouldn't be here. Now I'm gonna die for nothing.
Right.
There ain't no way I'd steal from the Boyle family. I just worked on their roof. Curse those rich milk bloods for putting me here.
Attention.
You're out. Good for you. Cut some throats.
Unless accompanied by an officer of the watch, escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol.
Bug someone else.
Tell Slackjaw I'm in here. He's gotta get me out. Hey, kill a guard for me, will ya? Let me out. I've got 3 days before they cut my head off. burn this place to the ground.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Huh? Hey, another night. Another patrol with you.
No, stupid goddamn. Never somehow.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice. Personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only. Maintenance crews through the solid van with 1 week's notice.
You won't stay hidden for long. Can't stay hidden forever. I'll find you, you hagfish. I'll find you. I know you're somewhere around here.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only. Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
I hear you, bastard. Help! Ah! Dump you in the river.
Attention, tomorrow's execution will be event and approved dignitaries only. Unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Have
having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an Empress is not a trivial matter.
Anything scary?
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
No, stupid goddamn. Nothing, somehow. Oh, you gotta.
What the void was that?
Someone help me out! Bastard! Ha! Aha! For the wall!
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice. Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escorts through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
That dice game?
I don't think shit from you.
Stupid cut.
someone a widow.
Find that son of a hagfish. We know you're here. We'll find it. Stay hidden forever. Some kind of explosive to blast his way out. That doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here. Look at it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you, you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3-1 in the practice yard. In a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. And I don't want to catch the plague, do you?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just jump them down there. Let the rats eat them.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead Reaper in here. Come here to die sometimes in the dark. Just slip into the water, don't come out. Wonder how deep it is. I can't see the bottom.
Take that!
Probably is. They come here to die sometimes in the dark. Slip into the water, don't come out. What in the void was that?
crying about that dice game? Blow off. Let's beat him to the help! Take it! Bastard! Damn you!
Dunwall citizens, the assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend. I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. Well, they said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here. This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest. Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed
Welcome
you.
to the Hound Pit Pub, sir.
I'm sure the Admiral was anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here. I wouldn't hang about if I were you. From what I understand, time's getting short.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
My, you must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral. I'm sorry it's so dark. We can't risk being seen. It is a bit romantic, though, isn't it? I used to be the hostess here. Oh, I could tell you stories about that, believe me. You can call on Cecilia for the more menial tasks. It's what she's suited for. I hope the bed's to your liking.
Do not attempt to
Let me know if you
care
have
for
trouble
a friend
sleeping.
or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be restored to the city of Dunwall, I believe he can do it. If anyone can get your old life back, it's him. I don't need to tell you, if the authorities investigated this place, we would be hard-pressed to explain ourselves. We brought a few trifles over from Pendleton Manor. A touch of home in these trying times. Your room in the loft should assure your privacy. Lord Pendleton was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, but there was a great shuffling of the aristocratic families. My lord was attacked by vipers from all sides. I understand you were once welcome at court, before the murder. May I say I am relieved to have another man here who knows the courtly world. This building has stood here for over 3 centuries. As long as Lord Pendleton calls it home, I would defend it with my life. I may well have to.
Extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right. Admiral Havelock made it very clear that we aren't to carry lamps outside. Maybe you haven't seen much of it, but the city has changed a great deal after the Empress died. Since the Lord Regent took over, the city watch is best avoided. Most people try not to go outside at all. We can't leave the pub. I've nowhere to go anyway. My apartment was in the flooded district.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of Loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested. Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man who's done his service for the crown. Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coldridge prison. Go see him when you can. You don't know what it means to work with a man who stood at the Empress's right hand. We can't bring her back, but at least we have the man she trusted most. And maybe we can help you right some of the wrongs done to you. This bar is mine, but please, treat it as your home. Piero still wants a word with you. He's not a diplomat, but he's a brilliant man. Samuel is a blessing. Without him, we couldn't navigate the waters of the river at night. We keep our lights low to avoid prying eyes.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust
What I wouldn't give
has
to
spread
be back at
downriver
sea.
as far as the river mouth and flooded district.
I told them I'd be
Do not
damned
attempt
if I
to
sail
approach
under a
or
usurper's
destroy a
flag.
river crust.
You should have seen their
Any
faces.
items recovered by
Curse the
doing
Lord
so
Regent.
are considered state property.
I might have taken to piracy after the Navy, but then inspiration struck me, and I started assembling our little group here. The Empire was built on its Navy. Never forget that. I served proudly until the bureaucrats took over. Pendleton's a good man. Used to be close to that snake, the Lord Regent himself. Don't be fooled by the fact that Pendleton's a noble, though. Not all of them are terrible. I bought this bar years ago. There were some happy times here before the plague hit the city. Before the Empress was killed and everything went to shit. We'll make it right again, together.
Lady Emily Caldwin was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now the tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess. The dispenser upstairs will provide you with a fresh tank of whale oil. They're heavy, but you are no doubt strong enough to carry one back down here, if you would. Handle them gently, or they will explode and kill us both. Did I mention that already? The device is fragile in this state. I must attend to it. The whale oil is in the tanks filled with the blue fluid, when they aren't drained anyway. Do you see it? The dispenser on the wall upstairs? Please, Corvo, hurry! All my progress will be lost without energy.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Perfect. Now plug it in. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you. You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Sleep well.